I only once really bumped into his anima, and I came into the hour, and admittedly was a bit in the animus, but not much. And he just started at once, "You are in the animus, and one cannot talk to you today, wow." And really shouted at me, and I started to cry, which he hated. And then I got angry and shouted back. And so we shouted at each other for quite a while. And then I went home and cried and was absolutely desperate. And the next morning, the secretary rang up and said, "Professor Jung wants to ask you if you had a minute time to come over at 11 o'clock. And I said, naturally, and I came. And when I entered the house, he was then about 68 or 70. And you know, a big man, he stood up heavily and bowed very politely and said, I'm sorry to ask you to come out, but I wanted to apologize. I was yesterday in the Anima. I can't tell you, but something very disagreeable happened to me just before the hour, and I hadn't time to catch myself up. And so I can't tell you, unfortunately, what it is because it's private, but I want to apologize." So then I felt very humble and said, "It's me who has to apologize too." Mm-hmm. And I must say, when I went home, I thought, now I have much more confidence in that man than before. Mm-hmm. Because I knew if there is a misunderstanding, and in a long relationship there is always once a misunderstanding or, a clash of the negative side, he would always come round, see it at once and come round. Mm-hmm. So it really helped the relationship in the end. I was glad it happened. Mm-hmm. Because then later when there was trouble, I always thought either it's his fault and then he'll come round, or it's my fault and then I'll have to come round. And that's all there is to it.
So it gave you a sense of freedom and
It gave
trust.
me a sense of confidence.
Mm-hmm.